They told you that burnout comes from working too hard. They told you that laziness is a character flaw. They were wrong. The truth is much darker. You aren't tired because you're doing too much. You're tired because you're doing nothing, but your brain thinks you're doing everything. Your childhood taught you that productivity looks like a busy bee. But in 2026, being busy is just a sophisticated way of being distracted. You are suffering from cognitive fragmentation. Every time you just check a notification, you aren't just looking at a screen. You are leaving a piece of your soul behind. It's a betrayal of your own potential. And it's making you a ghost in your own life. The following insights are based on neuropsychological data. Use this information to reclaim your focus, not to manipulate others or fuel toxic hustle culture. Sovereignty is the goal. Use it wisely. The Ghost tab scenario. Think about your browser right now. You have 17 tabs open. You only need one, but you keep the others just in case. Your brain is doing the exact same thing. You sit down to write a report. Your phone pings. It's a text from your mom. Or a like on a photo. You look for 3 seconds. Then you go back to the report. But you aren't back. A literal part of your neural firing is still processing that text. That is attention residue. You are trying to drive a car with the emergency brake halfway up. No wonder you're exhausted by 2 p.m. 1. The switching cost, the hidden tax. Every time you switch tasks, you pay a tax. In psychology, this is known as the task switching cost. Research from the University of California, Irvine, shows it takes an average of 23 minutes and 15 seconds to get back to deep focus after a single interruption. Now, do the math. If you check your phone 4 times an hour, you are never in deep focus. You are living in a state of continuous partial attention. You aren't working. You're just vibrating. 2. The anatomy of a fragmented brain. Now, you might be thinking, I'm a multitasker. I'm built for this. Respectfully, you're wrong. The human brain cannot multitask. It can only context switch. When you switch, your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, has to physically load a new set of rules. Imagine a theater stage. Every time you check a text, the stagehands have to tear down the entire set and build a new one. Then, 3 seconds later, you ask them to switch back. The stagehands are tired. The stagehands want to quit. Your tiredness is just your stagehands going on strike. 3. The Zeigarnik Effect, the unclosed loop. Why can't you stop thinking about that email while you're eating dinner? That's the Zeigarnik Effect. Bluma Zeigarnik, a Soviet psychologist, discovered that our brains remember uncompleted tasks much better than completed ones. An open task is a loop that stays active in your RAM. If you have 10 unclosed loops, your mental battery is draining even while you sleep. You are leaking energy like a cracked pipe. 4. The false dopamine mirage. Why do we do it? Why do we keep switching? Because every new thing gives a tiny hit of dopamine. Your brain is a junkie. It prefers the hit of a new notification over the satisfaction of a finished project. The notification is easy. The project is hard. We have traded meaning for novelty. In 2026, novelty is cheap. Meaning is expensive. 5. The deep work muscle is atrophying. Cal Newport, who coined the term attention residue, argues that the ability to perform deep work is becoming increasingly rare. To produce at your peak level, you need to work for extended periods with full concentration on a single task free from distraction. It's not a suggestion. It's a biological requirement. Because it's rare, it's becoming incredibly valuable. If you can learn to close the loops, you will have a superpower that 99% of the population has lost. 6. The dark side, weaponized interruption. Here is the edge you need to understand. The apps on your phone are designed to create attention residue. They don't want you to finish a task. They want you to be in a constant state of searching. A confused, fragmented brain is easier to sell to. A fragmented brain has no impulse control. When you are tired for no reason, you are exactly where the attention economy wants you. Fragmented, vulnerable, consumer ready. 7. The context wall, the solution. You need to build a context wall. Stop trying to manage your time. Start managing your environment. If you are working, the phone isn't just on silent. It is in another room. If it is in your field of vision, your brain is using energy to not look at it. That is still a switch. You are fighting a ghost. 8. The batching revolution. Apply the rule of 3. Only 3 focus blocks per day. 90 minutes each. No music with lyrics. No second monitors. No quick checks. Between blocks, you must perform a cognitive reset. Walk. Stare at a wall. Do nothing. Do not, I repeat, do not, check your phone during your break. Checking your phone during a break is like trying to rest by sprinting. 9. The shutdown ritual. At the end of the day, you must close the loops. Write down every open task for tomorrow. Tell your brain, it is handled. This signals the Zeigarnik effect to shut down. If you don't do this, you will dream about your to-do list. And you will wake up just as tired as when you went to bed. 10. The radical choice, sovereignty. Most people will watch this video and change nothing. They will feel the hit of learning something new, and then they will click the next video. They will remain fragmented. But you can choose differently. You can choose to be a monotasker in a multitasking world. It will feel lonely at first. But soon, you will notice something strange. You'll have energy at 5 p.m. The brain fog will lift. You will realize you weren't broken. You were just leaking. The action plan, your first 24 hours. The phone jail, for the next 2 hours, put your phone in a drawer. Not a pocket, a drawer, the single tab, open one browser tab. Do one task until it is finished or the timer hits 60 minutes. The loop close, before you sleep tonight, write down the 3 things that stressed you out today. You aren't a victim of your biology. You are the architect of your attention. Stop leaving pieces of yourself everywhere. Come back to the center.